Face look like that.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I've taken 25 selfies in the last 10 minutes.
26.
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Good evening and welcome to Eagle Eye News at 6. Eagle Eye has done a great job. Welcome to Eagle Eye News at 6.
We are just having a great time here in Auburn, Alabama. The party is not over yet.
Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader.
Good evening and welcome to Eagle Eye News at 6. I'm Allison Thomas.
And I'm Gavin Dimmitt. Tonight we have a generous amount of news from around the Plains, followed up by a continued analysis of both international and local politics with Eye on the Hill.
Ava Bradbury has entertainment news from the box office, and to lead us out, we have a business and consumer update regarding the wartime economy. Thank you for joining us. Are you registered to vote? If you're not sure, or if you haven't had a chance to register yet, there's an easy opportunity coming up. Tomorrow, you can head to the first floor of the RBD Library anytime between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. to get registered quickly and conveniently. With the next election set for November 3rd of 2026, now is the perfect time to make sure you're prepared. Taking a few minutes to register today can ensure that your voice is heard when it matters most. Remember, every vote counts and every voice deserves to be part of the conversation.
As young adults, we definitely have a big political voice, and the sway that we can have, whether it is blue or red, is very impactful for this country, and we should all be in tune with things that are going on.
Last Wednesday, Zeta Tau Alpha hosted their 31st annual Big Man on Campus philanthropy event. The event is a male pageant consisting of a talent section, a formal wear section, and questions on stage for contestants. The event included dancers, singing performances, stand-up comedy, and more. The turnout was great, and all of the funds went to Zeta's breast cancer awareness philanthropy. The crowd voted on their favorite big man, and Jay Ramsey won the competition.
It actually means a lot to me. My grandmother just beat breast cancer this past May. She was here watching me, and I'm so glad that I got to donate a lot of money to this amazing cause, amazing foundation, and take home the crown.
Last Thursday, the Apparel Merchandising and Design Association and the Department of Consumer and Design Sciences held a fashion event at the Gooch Center. I had the honor to attend and give a report on the event.
From sketching out inspiration to modeling the finished outfit on stage, Auburn students are bringing their designs to life at the CADS AMDA Fashion Showcase. The event, titled Full Circle, is themed around the constant cycle of trends in fashion. For Auburn fashion design student Martha Miner, the show, as well as this collection specifically, are especially meaningful.
I genuinely don't have a favorite. Like, that's what's been so rewarding about this, is like I have loved every single piece that I've created. It's just something like been such a labor of love that like it's really hard not to appreciate it. It's like everything just feels super surreal and like can't believe that like, oh my gosh, we're actually done.
She is part of a capstone group that created the MAE Collective, a line she says is inspired by London fashion.
We kind of turned it into like event wear, formal wear, kind of what it is. But it's like with a little bit of modern fun twist.
For Martha and her fellow designers, this experience isn't just another letter on a transcript. Instead, it's a step towards a future in the fashion industry.
These girls didn't know how to sew 2 years ago for a majority of the people in my class, which is crazy to think that we're now like producing and making clothes.
The showcase features a mix of general student submissions, mini collections, and full capstone lines like Martha's.
With every thread at the needle, these designers are pushing the boundaries of fashion and making their talents known. For Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader, I'm Allison Thomas.
When we come back, you'll get a weather update from Eagle Eye's Michael Brandis. You're watching Eagle Eye News at 6.
Hey, can you chop the pineapple?
Chop the pineapple.
Nope, I'm high. How about I wash off the grapes?
Yes.
Okay.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
I want tacos. Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope. I'm high. Let's order in.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be tornado next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So. I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Bill Brandes, and welcome to Eagle Eye News at 6. Here is our weather outlook for this week on the plains. This week's weather is starting out drab with cloudy skies and overall temperatures sticking in the 70s. For the most part, no showers are expected aside possibly around midweek. Starting Friday, you can expect weather to warm up and begin to approach 80 degrees. No significant winds are expected after Tuesday. Now, looking at our rainfall outlook, you can see that rain coverage is mostly negligible over the next 7 days. However, we do expect a 10% chance of rain on Wednesday and Thursday, so be prepared for any brief but light showers. Now, moving on to temperature. We will see a brief rise on Tuesday before we dip into the low 70s. This slight chill is coming from winds bringing colder air from the Atlantic coast. Most do not fret, however, as this trend will quickly be broken after Thursday, where temperatures will quickly rise into the low 80s by Sunday. With heat rolling in, now is a good reminder that Lee County is currently in extreme drought conditions, along with the majority of neighboring counties. Make sure to practice water conservation methods such as sealing leaks, taking shorter showers, and washing clothes in full loads. For more information on drought conditions, visit to drought.gov. And for more measures on how you can conserve water, visit ready.gov. This weekend will be warm and mostly sunny. Wind speeds will be sticking around 77 miles per hour for a nice breeze to accompany the heat. Put on some sunscreen and enjoy the outdoors as spring is here to stay. That is all for this week's weather outlook from Eagle Eye News. When we come back, our political expert, Jalen Walker, has his eye on the hill. Have a fine week in War Eagle.
We need to go meet the guys. I'm lit. Can you drive?
Pool party at Jesse's. Can you drive? Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope.
Nope, I'm high. But I can order us a ride.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different.
Pool party at Jesse's. Can you drive? I'm toasted.
Nope, I'm high. But I can order us a ride.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different.
Or that the projections to be flood next Thursday.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency.
Welcome to Eye on the Hill. I'm Jalen Walker, here to give you a political update from at home and abroad. This Tuesday, President Trump will be giving a speech on the Iranian conflict. Trump made a profanity-laden Truth Social post Sunday stating that, quote, Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day in Iran. He also says that, quote, we're blowing up the whole country after Iran rejected a proposed ceasefire deal. After the rescue of 2 U.S. airmen, there are more questions than answers. CNN's Jim Sciutto reports from Tel Aviv.
This was a daring and dangerous operation involving dozens of aircraft, hundreds of U.S. military and intelligence personnel, but also the remarkable actions of this military pilot. The U.S. carried out multiple efforts at once, of course, launching this search and rescue team, but also the CIA carrying out a disinformation campaign inside Iran to spread false information that both pilots had already been rescued by then. That, of course, wasn't true. The U.S. was searching desperately for the pilot. The CIA helped locate him, but the pilot himself went 7,000 feet up a ridgeline, hid inside that ridgeline as the CIA pinpointed the location, and then those aircraft and those commandos went in to get him out. This all began on Friday when, of course, that F-15 went down. The U.S. got their first communication from him Friday night indicating he was injured. That, of course, added to the urgency of this, but very much a happy ending. That pilot on his way home, a great relief to the U.S. military and also, of course, to his family and loved ones. Jim Sciutto, CNN, Jerusalem.
House Democrat Jay Auchincloss says that the Iranian control over the Strait of Hormuz is, quote, more strategically vital than obtaining a nuclear weapon. Changes are coming to the White House as Attorney General Pam Bondi was fired last week by President Trump. Bondi, the former Attorney General of Florida, was fired based on her handling of the release of the Epstein files. Trump announced her departure in a Truth Social post, where he also stated that she would be moving into a private sector role to be announced later. Bondi will be replaced on an interim basis by former Trump personal attorney and current Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche until a replacement is named. The new Attorney General will need to be confirmed by the Senate. This week, two big races are shaping up across the country with major political stakes. In Georgia, former Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene's seat will be filled by either Democratic nominee Sean Harris or GOP nominee Clay Fuller. The two are all but guaranteed to rematch in November to a full two-year term. And in Wisconsin, another high-stakes state Supreme Court race could solidify Democrat control of the court for the next few years. WULK reports.
As the April 7th election comes closer, both candidates for the Wisconsin Supreme Court visited Northeast Wisconsin in the final days. They're both currently judges on the State Court of Appeals. The candidates are running for a 10-year seat on the state Supreme Court. Judge Chris Taylor visited Appleton on Friday.
I really think people are hungry for a justice who is going to prioritize their lives, their rights, making sure they get justice in the fairest, most independent way possible. So I hope I'm delivering a message of inspiration to people.
Judge Maria Lazar was in Bellevue on Saturday morning.
This is a race where you have a choice between a judge who has spent 12 years on the bench ruling only based upon the law and the facts, and a politician turned judge who is an activist who has told you point blank that she intends to rule solely based on her views, her values, her positions, and that is something we cannot afford to have for 10 years on the state Supreme Court.
While the race is nonpartisan, Taylor is backed by Democrats and Lazar has the support of Republicans. Both candidates say their political leanings won't influence their rulings.
Politics has no place in the judiciary. We cannot be a rubber stamp for any branch of government, for any party, or any group. I am a fiercely independent judge.
You elect us as judges. You elect us to do the job, to say what the law is, only what the law is, not what we want it to be, not what we think they should have said as a legislature. But if you combine that, and if we start looking at political views, public opinion, we are not doing our job.
As of a March 24th Marquette Law School poll, more than half of voters are still undecided in the race.
Both races are this Tuesday. Looking local, continuing with my series previewing state and local races, let's look at three. In the race for Lieutenant Governor, 7 Republicans and 2 Democrats are fighting to replace current Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth. Major candidates include current Secretary of State Wes Allen, Agriculture Commissioner Rick Pate, former Alabama GOP Chairman John Wall, and current State Senate Rep Philip Ensler. For Secretary of State, attorney Caroline Dobson is the frontrunner in the GOP primary against Christian Horn and Glenda Jackson. The winner will face former Jefferson County Democratic Party Chair Wayne Rogers. In the state treasurer race, four-term incumbent Young Boozer will run against entrepreneur Steve Lawley in the GOP primary for the right to face Democratic nominee Rosalind Houston. That's it for Eye on the Hill for this week. When we come back, you'll get a business news update from Allison and Gavin at the desk. For Eye on the Hill, I'm Jalen Walker.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly.
Lights out. Good night.
And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
I was living in a shelter, juggling 3 jobs. I had to be resilient. That's something that you can't teach.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
Back to Eagle Eye News at 6. Over 252,000 miles from Earth. That's the record the Artemis II and its crew will set later this evening. Right now, the Orion spacecraft and the 4 astronauts inside are passing by the far side of the moon, getting views of parts of the moon that no other human has seen with their own eyes before. CNN reports.
Hello, Artemis II. This is Apollo astronaut Jim Lovell. Welcome to my old neighborhood.
On day 6 of their mission, the crew of Artemis II waking up to a recording from recently deceased Apollo 13 astronaut Jim Lovell.
I'm proud to pass that torch on to you as you swing around the moon and lay the groundwork for missions to Mars.
Their lunar flyby breaking his record, traveling farther from Earth than any human, and setting eyes on parts of the moon no human has before.
We most importantly choose this moment to challenge this generation and the next to make sure this record is not long-lived.
At their closest, an estimated distance of 4,070 miles from the moon, the crew will be surveying the moon's far side, which always faces away from Earth. The astronauts received extensive training from experts in how to scientifically observe the moon and its unique features.
They'll be taking pictures, making observations, pretty much the whole day event.
Views that can reveal more about its history. Also noting details on soil composition, terrain, and other insights that will be vital to future missions.
At some point, we got to go back to the surface, and we're doing a bit of a recon right now, in addition to testing the spacecraft.
In all, the astronauts have roughly 7 hours to look, take notes, and photos during the flyby.
We're going to learn an awful lot about the spacecraft, which is pretty paramount to set up for subsequent missions like Artemis 3 in 2027, and of course, the lunar landing itself on Artemis 4 in 2028.
We can expect the crew to splash down near San Diego on Friday, ending their approximately 10-day mission.
Savannah Guthrie is back to work on the Today Show Monday. That's after taking about 2 months off due to her mother's disappearance. Nancy Guthrie is still missing, despite an extensive search. The younger Guthrie is a 19-year veteran of NBC. Former Today co-host Hoda Kotb subbed in Guthrie's absence.
The Supreme Court has cleared the way for dismissing a criminal case against former Trump advisor Steve Bannon. Bannon was convicted in 2022 of defying a government subpoena related to the January 6th Capitol riot investigation. In 2024, an appeals court upheld the decision, which was originally brought under the Biden administration. The Trump Justice Department and Bannon then asked SCOTUS to toss that appeals court ruling and send the case back to trial court to have the original charges dropped. Bannon says he didn't willfully deny the subpoena, but was waiting for a ruling on Trump's claims of executive privilege. Monday's SCOTUS decision has no practical repercussions in the case, since Bannon has already served a 4-month sentence for his conviction. When we return, you'll get an Auburn entertainment update with Ava Bradbury. You're watching Eagle Eye News at 6.
Yeah, Sam, Elmo.
Oh, hey, Julia. Are you ready to play band with us? I'm going to play my clarinet.
And Elmo's going to play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
Mm-hmm. With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
Welcome back to Eagle Eye News at 6. I'm Ava Bradbury, here to update you on the top entertainment stories of the week. Grammy-winning pop rock singer Olivia Rodrigo is releasing a new album this summer. On Thursday, Rodrigo announced her third project will be titled You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love. The 23-year-old former actress said her creative challenge with this project was to write from a joyful place. Rodrigo's new album is expected to drop on June 12th. In 2021, Rodrigo moved into the music scene with her first album titled Sour. Her sophomore album, Guts, arrived in 2023. Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen and actress Haley Steinfeld have welcomed their first child. The proud new parents announced the birth of their baby girl in a social media post on Thursday. The announcement came via Steinfeld's newsletter, Beau Society, saying, quote, "Our baby girl has arrived. We're feeling incredibly grateful and blessed and savoring these early moments." Steinfeld and Allen got married last May and announced their pregnancy in December. A federal judge tossed out all of Blake Lively's legal claims against Justin Baldoni on Thursday. Lively and Baldoni starred in the film It Ends With Us, while Baldoni also directed the movie. In her civil complaint, Lively accused Baldoni of sexually harassing her during the movie's production. She also said Baldoni was behind a smear campaign to retaliate against her for speaking up about the alleged mistreatment. While Baldoni denied the allegations, Lively made 13 claims in her lawsuit, of which now only has 3 remaining. Those are against defendants that do not include Baldoni and will be addressed at the upcoming trial. Jury selection is scheduled to begin on May 18th. And that is all I have for you tonight. When we come back, you'll get a business/consumer update from Allison and Gavin. I'm Ava Bradbury, and you're watching Eagle Eye News at 6. We'll be right back.
My parents weren't fluent in English, so in school, I had to be independent and take initiative. And that's how I handle every project I get.
Hey, Kevin, you thinking about retirement?
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O is for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Eagle Eye News at 6. I'm Gavin Dimmitt. The price of gas hasn't stopped rising. It hit $4.12 Monday. A gallon of gas now costs 38% more than before the war with Iran began. It crossed the $4 mark last week, the first time reaching that mark since 2022, when sanctions on Russian oil drove the global market up due to the war in Ukraine.
Some college students say they're struggling to land internships. A March rebound in job growth follows a large drop in February. Internship struggles might go further back. Indeed reports postings were down in 2025. Career site like Handshake says applications per internship nearly doubled between 2024 and last year. ZipRecruiter says graduates with work experience are much more likely to get jobs than those without it. Of course, that's a mantra that college students have heard since many of them can remember.
The surge in gas prices fueled by the war in Iran is driving an increased interest in electric vehicles. But can the switch from gas to electric save you money? Maribel Gonzalez spoke to industry experts to find out.
We are on track to complete all of America's military objectives shortly, very shortly.
President Donald Trump addressed the nation this week, saying the war in Iran could end soon. But in the meantime, gas prices continue to climb. The national average price exceeding $4 a gallon for the first time in nearly 4 years, according to AAA. The surge at the pump has some searching for alternatives.
A fifth of our website traffic was based on electrified vehicles, but that number is closer to 24, has been closer to 24 the past couple weeks.
Edmunds consumer insight analyst Joseph Yoon said online browsing isn't necessarily translating into EV sales.
There's multiple reasons for this. The biggest being that the tax credit, the $7,500 tax credit for EVs went away in September.
It's also due in part to the price tag. On average, electric vehicles cost about $6,500 more than the gas-powered cars, according to Cox Automotive. New car prices are already close to $50,000.
Not only are the cars expensive, the money is expensive. Interest rates have been hovering around 7% for a long time. For even the most well-qualified buyers.
In the long term, electric cars can save drivers money as they end up paying less for fuel and maintenance. So should you switch to EV?
It's going to cost you so much more money than what you're going to be paying at the pumps. But if you're in the market for a car right now, I think it's worth considering an alternative powertrain.
I'm Maribel Gonzalez reporting.
That's all for tonight, but for more Auburn news, head over to our website, eagleeyeauburn.com, and check out our social media pages. I'm Allison Thomas.
And I'm Gavin Dimmitt. In production tonight are Johnny Kanger, Morgan Sims, and Tessa Allen. Thank you for watching, and happy Easter Monday. Good night, Auburn. War Eagle.
Touchdown! Did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that.